Second round as Lutu turns it over. 72-42 in the second round over Jefferson. 156 points in 2 rounds is the most ever from Clackamas, and they won by a margin of 88 total points over 2 rounds as Davidson steps back, and that is smooth. 5-0, Clackamas. Spear has it on the right wing, guarded closely by Davidson. Now Spear up top. Trying to work against Davidson, and a foul, and it's going to be against Clackamas. Offensive foul as Spear delivered an elbow to the face of Javsey Davidson. 5-0 Cavaliers as Davidson has the ball on the left wing. There's a 3. It's long from Barholm. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and we'll go to the Beavers. "19 straight wins for the Cavaliers. Beaverton, since the new year, has lost 2 games, and both were to Jesuit. And the second one was just by 1 point. So Beaverton has been pretty much flawless lately, besides a couple of games against the number 1 seed. Nero gets the inbounds pass. And now Border on the left wing. A lot of size for Beaverton. Border back to the basket, kicks it back out. Left side, Lutu. Thought about the 3, instead puts it on the floor. Thinks about what to do. Spear, backdoor cut. Davidson doing such a nice job defensively, tips it out. 4:45 left to go in the quarter. Beaverton still scoreless. Here's Spear on the baseline. Working against Davidson. Spear puts it up, air ball, and punches it out of bounds. Going for the offensive rebound, so Clackamas ball. Taking the ball up is Avery Peterson, the point guard for this Clackamas team. Off the screen goes Davidson, grabbing the ball. Ball's tipped and goes off of Lutu. Clackamas ball. Good student section turnouts for both teams. Pretty even, I would say. Both Portland area schools. Not too much of a trek getting over here as Davidson puts it up and in. Beautiful pass from up top. I believe that was Peterson delivering that pass. 7-0 Clackamas. Neither of these student sections are quite what Jesuit delivered in that first game. They had all sorts of fans come down during the school hours, by the way. Border misses the layup. Now with Clackamas. Left-handed 3. Davidson, no good. Rebound for Barholm. Mogul goes up and was blocked. Good defense by Nero. Nero, head full of steam. Kicks it out. Here's Spear. Found some room, and once again, Davidson makes a good defensive play, but they do call a foul. The foul was called against Barholm, so Davidson still made the play defensively, but Barholm was also in the area and was whistled for the foul. 3:33 left remaining. And there's your first point of the day for Beaverton. Faith Meyer checks in for Lutu. Beaverton doesn't go heavy into the rotation. They go 6 or 7 deep. 7-2. Ball with Mogul. Left side, Barholm attacks the baseline and too strong. On the floater. Now here comes Nero. Working against Peterson, and Peterson stripped it. Fast break. Davidson, one-on-one against Browning, and good defense by Browning. Davidson was too strong on the layup. Browning much smaller than Davidson, and yet was able to disrupt Davidson's layup attempt. Beaverton looking to get some offense going. That will do. Backdoor cut, wide open. Border. The pass from Narrow, 7-4. Right side, Peterson. Now up top, Burke. Another three-point attempt, no good. She already hit one. That one won't fall. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. Ball up top with Narrow. Now Browning. Border calls for the screen. Browning hands it off, Narrow. She will try a triple. That one's deep, no good. Ball paddled around and controlled by the Cavaliers, and Spear gets whistled for a foul.
Foul number 24, Laney Spear, her
second foul against Laney Spear. So Lutu will check in, and Spear will take a seat here early, and that's not what head coach Kathy Narrow wanted to see happen. That was just kind of a silly foul called against Spear. Too aggressive after Davidson grabbed the offensive rebound, or the defensive rebound. Now Davidson has it on the baseline, turns around, and immediately takes advantage of Spear taking a seat. He's good on the mid-range jumper. It's 9-4. Minute 25 left to go in the first. Border back to the basket, turns around, finds some room, and can't convert. Now here comes Peterson. Speeding down the floor. Ball was tipped on the ground. Narrow dives for it, leaves a wide open Davidson. And the three is off. Burke offensive rebound, no good. Good defense by Faith Meyer. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter, and Beaverton slows things down. Browning uses a Lutu screen, but Davidson comes in. Aggressive defense, trying to steal it. Beaverton still has it. 35 seconds left to go in the first. Cross-court pass. Meyer thought about the three. Now attacks on Burke and had it poked away. $18 seconds left to go in the quarter. We'll see if Clackamas holds for one. Davidson looked up at the clock and then kind of backed it back out. But now Peterson, wide open three, can't pass that up. 12-4. Avery Peterson knocks down the corner triple. Narrow has a good look at three, and she knocks it down. So Peterson knocks down a three with about 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Narrow goes back down and knocks down a deep one from behind that college line and cuts into the deficit at the end of the first quarter. It is Clackamas 12, Beaverton 7 at the end of the first here on the NFHS Network.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Cavaliers lead by 5 against Beaverton. the end of the first quarter. Last season, these two teams played in the semifinal of the state tournament, and Beaverton knocked out Clackamas 41-28. So Clackamas has that game in mind. They're all a year older. They returned basically their entire team, and they're looking for revenge here in this quarterfinal. They return every contributing player from last season. Beaverton lost 2 contributors, but they returned 4 of 5 starters from their state title team last season. Davidson has the ball up top. Spear is back in the game with 2 fouls. Davidson off the screen. Gets it to Burke. Now in the game is Dylan Mogul. Down low to Burke, off of Burke's right hand and out of bounds. Pass was a little bit too strong, and Burke couldn't hold it in. We'll see how things work out with Laney Spear having 2 fouls in the opening quarter and now playing at the very beginning of the second quarter. It's a do-or-die game. You can see why Kathy Nero wants to be aggressive with it, as there was a strong block by Clackamas. Ball's out of bounds with Beaverton. Inbounds pass. Spear gets to the left side, and once again, suffocating defense from Jazzy Davidson. Back the other way, Mogul. Now Davidson puts the ball on the floor, back to the basket. Good defense by Spear. Kick out, 3. Burke, no good. Good defense so far in this game. Narrow. Attack on the left side, and fouled is Madison Narrow.
Foul to number 5, Dylan Mogul, her first.
Foul against Dylan Mogul.
At the line, Madison Narrow.
Third team foul against Clackamas.
And for Clackamas, number 25, Sarah Barhoom.
Barhoom checks in for Burke. Both free throws good for Madison Narrow. 12-9. Ball in the hands of Ryan Mogul. Committed to the University of Portland. Playing against her future teammate Laney Spear, who is also committed to the University of Portland, on their future home court. And there is the scoop shot by Dylan Mogul. 14-9. Narrow off the screen. Another 3. And this one's off the front iron. Mogul lost it momentarily and then was fouled on the ground. So a foul against Beaverton. That one against Lutu, the third team foul. New player off the bench for Beaverton. Kaylee Zewald comes in for Lutu. Get to see Browning, Border, and Narrow come off the floor yet. Beaverton will keep things pretty thin. They play their players a lot. Not as deep as maybe a team like Clackamas. Getting all the way to the cup and missing is Roden, but she got her own rebound. Now Davidson attacks, stops on a dime, and puts it up and in. 16-9. Madison Narrow gets it to Spear. Off the screen, Spear stolen away by Davidson. Davidson stops at the free throw line, kicks it out. Here's a 3, and it's up and good. Sarah Barholm knocks down the triple, and it is 19-9. Clackamas has stretched their lead midway through this second quarter. 4:41 left to play in the second. Clackamas leads by 10. And boy, what a good job Jazzy Davidson is doing on Lainey Spear, who is the reigning state player of the year. Spear has not found any space. Her only 2 points are off free throws so far. And Davidson has been shutting her down. Today's OSAA state playoff coverage is brought to you by On Point Community Credit Union, helping championships take place and helping fans with finances. Check out onpointcu.com to learn more. Thanks for joining us here on the NFHS Network, powered by Table Rock Sports. My name is Sean McPherson. Second game of the day here at the Child Center. Game number 1 was a thriller. Jesuit got a last-second 3 by Emma Sixta to edge Willamette in a near upset as Border gets to her spot and gets the friendly bounce. 19-11. Ball with Ryan Mogul, now with Barhome. Davidson up top. Dylan Mogul gets it over to Ryan Mogul. Davidson sets a screen. Now a kick out to Barhome, and she has been good early in this one. Barhome now with, I believe she leads Clackamas. I'll confirm that, but she has been a very good scorer for this Clackamas team today. Back on the other side, Border gets at the fall. Mogul shot, unable to fall. Rebound for Narrow. One-handed pass. Couldn't quite get it in the perfect spot for Border. Now Border attacks and puts it up and in with the left. Border giving Beaverton a lift. 21-15. 2:55 left to go in the second quarter. Mogul over to Roden. Roden doesn't use Davidson's screen. Instead, sends it cross court to Dylan Mogul. Roden out to Barhome. This three-pointer unable to fall. 21-15. Ball with Narrow. Spear sets the screen. And an illegal screen. Is this against Spear? This is against Spear, so 3 personal fouls against Lainey Spear, and she will likely take a seat for the rest of this half. .219 left to play, and not the player you want to have in foul trouble if you're Beaverton. Barhome spins around, has it poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. Right side, Barhome. Down low, Davidson kicks it out. Mogul, 3, short. Dylan Mogul follows their own rebound. Follows their own shot, grabbing the offensive rebound. Now the ball with Davidson. Davidson throws it cross court. Barhome, 3. Timeout taken by Clackamas this time as the Cavaliers lead by 9 points with 1:39 left to go in the first half. It is 24-15 and a timeout charged to the Cavaliers. As we step aside here on the NFHS Network.
You know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
1:39 left to play in the second quarter. And it's been Clackamas leading the charge so far in this 4-versus-5 matchup. Full court press look by the Cavaliers. 24-15, 1:30 left to play in the first half. We'll see if Beaverton can get a burst here at the end of the first half, give themselves some momentum going into the second half. Laney Spear, the best player for Beaverton, out with 3 fouls. Here's Narrow. Kick out Border, thought about the 3. Going to choose to find a better shot. Browning also thought about the 3, now attacks. Kick out, that's Meyer trying a 3, no good. Scrap for the ball, it's called a jump, and it'll stay with Beaverton. That was not Meyer who tried that 3, rather that was Zewald. Or no, rather Anna Sandstrom. Triggered from 3, couldn't get the fall. Beavers trail by 9. Under the basket, Narrow finds Border. Border working against Barhoom. Nice spin move, and 1.
Fouls on number 25, Sarah Barhoom, their second, 4th team foul. Basket's good.
Border going to the line for a 3-point play potentially. And Border leads Clackamas with now 9 points. Rather, Border leads Beaverton with now 9 points. 24-18. Border leads all scorers with 9. Davidson has 8. Davidson has the ball in the corner. Swing pass across the floor to Mogul. Cavaliers maybe thinking last shot here. 22 seconds left to go in the half. They lead by 6. Ball belongs with Roden. Now 10 seconds left to go in the half. Got to attack. Roden puts it on the floor, kicks it out. Mogul, 3 from the corner, no good. And that will do it for the half. Beaverton not even going to try to put up a full court shot. And your score at halftime, Clackamas 24, Beaverton 18. We are expecting a good game, and so far we are getting it. Clackamas has been playing from in front for this entire game, but Beaverton hanging around, making some necessary plays to not let this one get out of hand, and that should set up a good second half here in the Chiles Center. We will step aside for about 8 minutes or so for halftime, and we'll come back and recap the stats from the first half and get you ready for the second half between Beaverton and Clackamas here in the first round of the OSAA 6A Girls State Tournament on the NFHS Network.
Any phone you want.
Anyone I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
What's stopping you from learning new things or restoring old ones? How about building a business, going exploring, or starting a new chapter? Wherever you're trying to go, we can help you get there. On Point. People are the point.
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
At Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology, we make technology work. That's why we're a proud sponsor of OSAA Athletics. With 31 locations and 44 years of experience, we know the importance of having talented people in specialized positions to create a winning environment, on the field or in the office. Pacific Office Automation, assisting OSAA Athletics and our customers for the win. We make technology work.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Winter. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up. Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota. Let's go places.
Daily adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. That midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Stop! Get it! Talk on sports like greatness is!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, that's so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Welcome back to the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Playoffs on the NFHS Network. Our coverage is powered by Table Rock Sports. It's been a good first half, and the Lithia Auto Superstore halftime report begins as Clackamas leads Beaverton 24-18 here at halftime. And we'll go over some stats for you. For Clackamas, leading the way is both Jazzy Davidson with 8 points and Sarah Barhoom with 8 points. Davidson is 4 of 7, while Barhoom is 3 of 6. And a couple of players have 3 points, Avery Peterson as well as Eliza Burke. Ryan Mogul, another one of the star players on this Clackamas team, yet to score in this game. Meanwhile, for Beaverton, Lainey Spear, just 2 points. Does have 3 rebounds, but also has 3 fouls. It was not a good first half for a star player for Beaverton. The best player on Beaverton, Lainey Spear. But leading the way is Zoe Border with 11 points, and Madison Narrow has 5 points as we are back underway. The start of the third quarter with the Cavaliers now going the other way, leading by 6. First round of the girls' state tournament. Nice spin move from Davidson. Couldn't get the mid-range shot to fall. Gets her own rebound somehow. Cross-court pass is right to Barhoom, and she knocks down the shot. 26-18. Spear is back in the game. She's got to be playing with those fouls. The rest of this game, she will be in foul trouble. 3 fouls. She gets 1 here early. They'll probably pull her out. Lutu up top, thought about the 3, instead puts it on the floor. Kick it out to Spear. Now Browning. Lutu, open 3, on the money. Cuts the lead to 5. Ball with Avery Peterson, now with Eliza Burke. Barhoom up top, guarded by Spear. Border gets the Davidson assignment. Not in foul trouble as Border, so it makes sense they made that switch. Lutu stuck on Burke. Mogul still scoreless in this game. Ryan Mogul has the ball, gives it to Davidson. Davidson steps back, long 2 is good. And that is such a smooth looking jumper for Jazzy Davidson, the number 1 sophomore in the country, according to Hoop Girls recruiting site. 28-21. Not quite 2 minutes into this second half. Beaverton has a side out. Pass is thrown in the border. Now Narrow working against Peterson. Narrow runs into a double team, passes it beautifully to Lutu, and Lutu with 5 points here in the second half. Back to the basket, Peterson gets it to Burke, who puts it up and in. 30-23. 5:48 left to go in the third. Narrow attacks, kicks it to Lutu. Looking for another one. The three-pointer is off. Mogul races down the floor. Now Barhoum. Davidson kicks it out to Peterson. Now Burke tries a three, and that is good. 33-23, Clackamas leads by 10. Eliza Burke showing her versatility. The 6'3" senior can also shoot the three. Spear had it poked away. Back comes Clackamas. Mogul playing on our future home floor. The UP commit kicks it down to Burke, who lays it up and in. 12-point lead is as big as a lead as Clackamas has had in this game. It is 35-23. Cavaliers in front, looking for revenge against the team that knocked them out on their way to a state title last season. A full timeout taken by Kathy Narrow and her staff as we take a break here on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
The defending state champions are in trouble here at the Child Center. Down by 12 is Beaverton with 4:44 left to go in the third quarter. Border gets to her spot, draws the foul, couldn't put it up and in, but is heading to the free throw line. Border looking to build on her 11 points. Game high 11 points. First free throw is good. Faith Meyer checks in for Lutu. Lutu delivered a couple of big buckets for the Beavers here early in this quarter. Second free throw no good. Spear rises up for the rebound. Walks it back out. Meyer all by herself lays it in. So a three-point possession for the Beavers. Back within 9. Mogul off the screen. Spins around, looking for somewhere to go. Still scoreless is the UP commit Ryan Mogul. Davidson picks up her dribble, finds Mogul, and I spoke too soon. Oh, she missed it. Narrow has the ball, guarded closely by Avery Peterson. Narrow guarded tight, gets it over to Spear. Spear back to the basket, working against Davidson, and once again misses. Has not been a good offensive game for Laney Spear. Peterson gets to the cup, fakes out Spear, ball's out of bounds, off of Beaverton. Clackamas ball underneath, 3:37 left to play in the third. Barhoom, triple, good. 38-26, Barhoom now leads all scorers with 13 points. Clackamas has 3 players in double digits with Burke, Davidson, and Barhoom. They lead by 12. Border back to the basket, a double team comes. She fakes around the double team, puts up the left-handed scoop shot, no good. Rebound Davidson. Narrow tries a 3, and that is on the money. Beaverton not going away. Back within single digits now. 38-29. They need more consistent offense. Peterson on the right corner, down low. Davidson spins towards the baseline, and that ball bounced on the rim twice. Couldn't fall. Back comes the Beavers with Border. Border puts her head down, attacks the basket, spins right in the mogul, and what's the call? A travel. Border spun right into mogul, and I think that threw her off and made her shuffle her feet. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. Cavs by 9. Peterson steps back and missed it short. Spear in transition, gets it from Narrow and then kicks it back to Narrow. Narrow off the screen from Spear. Doesn't do anything with it. Bounce pass to Browning. Up top with Browning, spin, kick out. Meyer thought about the 3, instead attacks, and it misses the bank shot. Here comes Ryan Mogul. Davidson, one dribble, 3-point attempt. No good. Davidson has missed a field goal on 3 straight attempts. 3 straight times down the floor. Meyer at the elbow. Gets it to Narrow. Beaverton needs to take advantage when they get stops with a 9-point hole. Spears spins, and a foul. Late call, but a foul called against Eliza Burke. And Spear has really had to work hard in this game. It's actually Davidson picking up the foul. Spear knocks in the first. And you have to think that this is one of the toughest matchups in the whole state for a player like Spear, who likes to use her size and her large frame to take advantage. But Clackamas has players that can match that size and that frame. Players like Burke, who stands at 6'3", and Jazzy Davidson. And it's been especially Davidson who has done such a nice job guarding Spear today. But Spear knocks in both free throws. Still playing with those 3 fouls. Has done a nice job protecting those this quarter. Davidson gets to her spot and finally knocks down a shot after a couple of empty trips. 40-30. Bounce pass down low to Meyer. Fakes one way, goes up the other way, and was fouled by Burke. With 1:02 left to go in the third.
Foul number 15, Liza Burke, her first, third team foul. At the line,
First personal foul against Eliza Burke. Meyer misses the first free throw.
In for Clackamas, number 12, Reese Mogul. In for Beaverton, number 11, Indy Browning.
Reese Mogul, the third Mogul sister, checks in for the first time this game. Myers' second free throw is good. 40-32. Davidson thought about the three, guarded by Border. Instead, Davidson dribbles to her spot, puts up a mid-range jumper, won't fall, gets her own rebound. Davidson with the ball again. Across the way to Peterson. Up top is Peterson. Roden puts it on the floor. And nice pass to Mogul, and she couldn't get it to fall. Reese Mogul. Now a jump ball. Beaverton gets the stop. They have the jump ball nod. That will flip next time there's a jump ball. 40-32, 24 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Madison Narrow with the ball up top. To Meyer. Browning, left wing. Over to Border. 8 seconds. This would be big for Beaverton. Border puts it on the floor, and a foul called against Davidson. Late call, but probably the right one. Second foul called against Jazzy Davidson. Inbounds pass, nice play. Border wide open jumper, missed it. So that does it for 3 quarters. Your score, Clackamas 40, Beaverton 32. Clackamas will look to put this game away, while Beaverton looks for a comeback in what should be a good fourth quarter next on the NFHS Network.
Any phone you want. Any one I want? Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
We are ready for the fourth quarter here in the Chiles Center. Thanks for joining us here on the NFHS Network, powered by Table Rock Sports. I'm Sean McPherson, here with you for the start of the fourth quarter here in this first round matchup, the 4 versus the 5, Clackamas and Beaverton. Davidson missed on the mid-range jumper. Ball goes out of bounds. It was a battle for that rebound, but they say off of Clackamas, Beaverton ball. Clackamas disagrees. The defending state champions have their back against the wall. They are down by 8 points against a very good team in Clackamas. Clackamas, winners of 19 straight, have not lost to a Oregon State team this season. They have wins against teams like Jesuit. They beat Beaverton earlier this season, very early this season, by 4. They beat Barlow twice. This Clackamas team is battle-tested and very strong, but Border spins around and floats it in. Beaverton's not going away. They trail by 6. Mogul, did she get whistled for an offensive foul? No, it's going to stay here with Clackamas. It was a hand check against Beaverton, against Narrow. Mogul, Dylan Mogul with the ball up top. Just a sophomore. Kicks it out to Roden, who swishes in a big 3. the West Lynn transfer, contributing for Clackamas. 43-34, 6:55 left. Porter back to the basket, traveled again. She's been whistled for a couple of those. So one key storyline here in this fourth quarter, and really throughout this entire game, has been Lainey Spears' foul trouble, but she still has 3. They did not have to sit her at any point in that third quarter. And so if you're pulling for Beaverton, you have to hope that she can play a little more freely here in this fourth quarter, still sitting with the 3 fouls. Ryan Mogul earned herself a trip to the line. She has 2 free throws. First one falls. Second one does not. Rebound for Narrow. Narrow controls. Beaverton looking for points. Porter up top to Lutu. Now back to Porter. Working against Mogul. Back out to Browning. Thought about the 3. Works in the paint and was fouled on her way up. Nice move by Indy Browning. Maybe the smallest player out on the floor, but a beautiful spin and took an extra step to get closer to the basket and was fouled. The Clackamas lead has been between 12 and 8 points, really for a while now. It's currently a 9-point lead for the Cavaliers. They haven't delivered the knockout punch yet. Davidson was fouled by Spear, her 4th. Davidson just kind of got on the hip of Spear and went up, and we'll see how they deliver, or they handle Spears' foul trouble now with 4 early in the 4th. And I think Coach Narrow for Beaverton will keep her in. Back against the wall, trying to defend your state crown. 6 minutes left. Down by 11 points. I guess it can't hurt if she ends up getting her 5th. You can't pull her out now and be conservative at this point in the game and in your season. Got to go out swinging. Porter with the ball. Hands it off to Narrow. Guarded by Roden. Narrow has a wide open Browning. Puts it on the floor and tough shot. Reverse layup from Browning is up and in. Back to 9 points. Mogul knocks down Narrow and kisses in the easy bank shot. Timeout taken by Beaverton, and Kathy Narrow not happy with the non-call there on the Mogul drive. It feels like Beaverton has not been able to get past that 9-point wall. Their margin of deficit has been 9 points for a while in this game, and they haven't been able to make it any closer than that. Clackamas has been responding well every single time that Beaverton has been able to get a bucket, which hasn't came easy. Just 37 points for Beaverton here in this game so far. Table Rock Sports is proud partners with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and the Know Your Role campaign, helping fans support youth sports the right way. Learn more at travelmedford.org/knowyourrole. Updated stats, Zoe Border leading Beaverton with 14 points on 6 of 10 shooting. Narrow up to 8 points, and Lainey Spears still has not made a field goal in this game. 4 points, all off free throws. Meanwhile, for Clackamas, Jazzy Davidson leading the way with tying for a game high 14. Sarah Barhoum with 13 points, and Eliza Burke with 10 points. Cavaliers are 5:28 away from a semifinals berth and knocking out the team that knocked them out last season and won it all, Beaverton. Spear this time makes her first field goal of the game. Got to be aggressive if you're Spear, the best player on this Beaverton team. Your season on the line now. Mogul with a mid-range jumper, and that's pure. 50-39. Ryan Mogul, that is, getting going now. A couple field goals in a row. Narrow tries a three, and it gets the friendly roll. 50-42. Narrow now in double figures. Mogul puts it on the floor, and this time can't put it in. No call. Here comes Narrow, looking for Browning, and she threw it away. Browning was open, but wasn't really looking for it over in that corner, and that's been the story of the game for Beaverton. Every time they manage to get some momentum, either Clackamas responds, or in this case, Beaverton just can't take advantage. They throw it away. 4:20 left to go. Cavaliers by 8, and Barhoum has been on the money from 3 all game. Lead back in double figures, 53-42. Spear blocked by Davidson. Maybe the hardest matchup in the state for Lainey Spear. Beavers trail by 11. 4 minutes left. Narrow off the screen, thought about the three, puts it on the floor towards the left side, kicks out the Spear. Now up top with Border. Border with a nice crossover, floated it too strong. Peterson has it. Will they call a jump ball or a foul? They call a foul. As Beaverton was looking to steal the ball back, they got too handsy. And the 4th team foul is called against the Beavers. .340 left. Look for Clackamas to milk some clock potentially. Instead, Ryan Mogul gets to the cup. Rather, Dylan Mogul this is. And gets fouled.
Foul number 2, Jane Lutu, her 3rd, 5th team foul. At the free throw line, Dylan Mogul shooting 2.
Mogul's first free throw is good. As is the second. Do or die time for Beaverton. They have to climb a mountain in order to get back in this game. Down by 13 points against Clackamas. 3:20 left to go. Browning for 3. No. Rebound fought for, but once again another foul called as Beaverton tries to steal it back away. And it's the same call twice in a row where Clackamas gets the rebound. Beaverton being super aggressive to try to steal the ball back, and Lutu gets whistled this time. I believe the 6th team foul. Ball now with Ryan Mogul. Nearly a foul called there against Narrow. Clackamas will try to hold it here. Barhoum has it at the 3-minute mark. 13-point lead. Winner gets Jesuit. Peterson. Ball up top, steps back. Now the ball with Dylan Mogul, and now with Peterson. Quite a few ball handlers in there for Clackamas. for a moment like this. And now Peterson, it was the 6th team foul last time. Now it's the 7th team foul. Avery Peterson heads to the line for a 1-and-1. Peterson's first free throw is in. 56-42, 2:34 left. (57-42), and we are approaching the out-of-reach mark for the Beaverton Beavers. State champions last season with just one loss. Narrow steps back, misses the three. Rebound, Davidson. Davidson racing up the floor. We'll see if she goes up. She kicks it out. And now Clackamas will try to control possession, it appears, and they will. Davidson with the ball up top. 2:08 left. And Barhoum was fouled before she passed it over to Davidson. With 2:04 left and a 15-point lead for the Cavaliers. And we are getting closer and closer to a Jesuit versus Clackamas semifinal. Front end of the 1-and-1 goes for Barhoum. (59-42), and I think we can officially say this game is out of reach for Beaverton. Ran into a very, very, very good 5 seed. Ball is deflected off Clackamas. Beaverton ball with 1:49 left. I think this game could have easily been a state championship caliber matchup. I think that Jesuit and Clackamas could definitely could have been a state championship caliber matchup. Just so many good teams. Going to see teams like Tualatin and South Medford later today, the 2 and the 3 seeds. Such a talented tournament bracket, but I think Clackamas is going to be a very tough draw. Dylan Mogul goes back to the line. Clackamas has been good at the free throw line. And once again, they knock down their free throws. Mogul makes the front end. Timeout Beaverton. And we'll see if the Beavers empty their bench. That could potentially be the cause of this timeout, as this game appears to be out of reach. 18 points with about a minute and a half left. And just a 30-second timeout taken by the Beavers. Clackamas getting close to moving to 24-4 on the season. As I mentioned, those 4 losses are against Lone Peak, a team in Utah, Sage Hill, a team in California. Those were back-to-back days, December 19th, December 20th. They lost to Lake Highland Prep, a team in Florida, by 6 back on December 22nd. That was all at the same tournament. And then they lost to Camas in Washington by 2 points on December 29th. So it was a bad week for the Cavaliers. About 10 days or so. But since then, haven't lost as Beaverton throws it away. And they haven't lost to a state team all season. But they're the 5 seed in this tournament because of those losses. And they get Jesuit tomorrow. 10th team foul called against Beaverton, so now it is 2 free throws. First one's good. Browning, cross-court pass, border, high arcing 3, no good. Barely grazed the rim. And a foul called against the Beavers. So they'll continue to foul And heading to the line, I believe, is going to be Dylan Mogul once again. Yes, it's Dylan Mogul at the line, and now here comes a plethora of new Beavers sitting at the score table. Yep, an entire new group for Beaverton. A deserved round of applause for Beaverton starters, but they ran into a powerhouse today in Clackamas, and they will not become the first team since 2015-2016 to go back-to-back like South Salem did. Instead, they will get Willamette tomorrow in what should be a fun game tomorrow morning. Willamette, the 8 seed, just lost by 3 points on a heartbreaker against Jesuit. Emma Sixta's 3 led Jesuit to a buzzer-beating win over Willamette. So Willamette versus Beaverton and Clackamas versus Jesuit. Timeout taken by the Cavaliers. They want to empty their bench as well. With 55 seconds left to go in this one, it has grown to a 24-point lead. That's what happens when you knock down your free throws and you take care of the ball. In these situations, your lead will just grow and grow. Table Rock Sports is partnering with the OSAA and the NFHS Network to bring you today's coverage. Thanks to our home sponsors who keep us in the game, including Siskiyou Cellular, Pinnacle 365, and Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill of Grants Pass. So Clackamas has emptied their bench.
For Beaverton, number 4, Ashley Hendrickson in.
And
Number 25, Aisha Herrera.
some good state tournament experience for some of the bench players on each of these teams. In front of a good crowd here. Zewald races down the floor, and that was Herrera who had it blocked. It'll stay with the Beavers. Ball up top with Herrera. Herrera's 3, in and out. Rebound Clackamas. Full court pressure still and fouling still from Beaverton.
Foul number 13, Kayla Zewald, her first.
Zewald.
At the free throw line, number 10, Allie Roden, shooting 2.
It's called there. Allie Roden misses the front end. Clackamas as a team was 14 of 16. Now that's going to be 15 of 18. 82% for Clackamas from the free throw line. Beaverton was good too with less volume, 10 of 13. So both teams shot the free throws well. 20 seconds left. Putting it on the floor is Sandstrom. Can't get it to fall. Now we're at 10 seconds. Clackamas should be able to dribble this one out. And get ready for their semifinal in a couple of days against number 1 Jesuit. What a matchup that will be. Final score, Clackamas 67, Beaverton 42. The Cavaliers were too much for the defending state champion Beavers. Beaverton will not get the chance to repeat this season. And Clackamas takes their talented and young squad to the semifinal to take on number 1 seeded Jesuit. Beaverton will get Willamette in the consolation round tomorrow, while the semifinal will take place on March 10th, which is going to be in a couple of days on Friday at 1:30. That'll be Clackamas and Jesuit, of course, and then tomorrow, Thursday, will be the consolation, 9 a.m., Willamette and Beaverton, and that should be a fun game too. Those are two good teams. We'll step aside and come back to you for our post-game show here on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Clackamas with a dominant victory here in the opening round, 67-42 in the girls 6A tournament here at the Child Center. We will break it all down as part of our post-game show here on the NFHS Network. TravelMedford.org brings you our post-game show. Medford is the home of the sports ground where the West Coast plays and the home of the Southern Oregon Sports Commission and the Know Your Role campaign to improve the culture surrounding youth sports. So Clackamas wins it by 25 points. They were in charge for most of this game, but Beaverton hung around and was around that 10-point deficit for, I'd say, most of this game, and they were within striking distance at halftime. Clackamas did push out their lead throughout the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter is when Clackamas finally delivered a knockout punch. I wouldn't say it was one specific moment, but Clackamas just continued to break down the Beavers and knock down big shots, and finally there was just not enough time on the board, and the deficit was big enough where they had to play the foul game. And I would say that this game was not a 25-point deficit. It was a lot of free throws made by Clackamas, but Clackamas was the better team by, I'd say, about 15 points or so in this game. They were just too physical, and really, I think the big story of this game was Jazzy Davidson's defense against Laney Spear. Laney Spear was in foul trouble the entire game and really couldn't do anything offensively. The reigning state player of the year, a superstar for Beaverton, first team All-Metro, just really did not have her way against a really tough Clackamas opponent with a couple of athletes that could really match up with her very well. That leads us to our final stats for this game. The aforementioned Laney Spear had just 6 points, 1 of 5 from field goals. Leading Beaverton was Zoe Border, 14 points. Madison Nero was also in double figures, 11 points. 6 points for Spear, 5 points for Jaden Lutu, and 3 for Browning. Meanwhile, for Clackamas, the winners in this game, they had 3 players in double figures. Sarah Barhoom led all scorers with 18 on 6 of 9 shooting. She was 4 of 6 from three-point range. It was Jazzy Davidson with 16 points, but I think everyone would say her defense was even more important in this game, locking down Laney Spear. And then Eliza Burke had 10 points and 5 rebounds for the Cavaliers. And then the scoring was spread out from there, 6 points for Peterson. Ryan Mogul with 5 points, 8 points for Dylan Mogul, and Allie Roden had 4. And that's pretty much all the scoring for Clackamas. So they have cleared out the gym. We're getting ready for our second session. Here it will be Tualatin and Barlow, and then it will be South Medford and West Salem. And boy, what a girls' state tournament that we have. We're lucky to have this many great teams. Where a team like Beaverton gets knocked out in the first round, that's a team that returns their entire state championship team. Basically, they lost one player, one starter from that state championship team last season, and they lose by 25 in the first round. It shows the talent of some of these other teams that are in this tournament. So far today, we've had Jesuit winning by 3 over Willamette on a buzzer-beating 3, and then we had a dominant showing from Clackamas over Beaverton, 67-42. Those two teams will meet in the next round, and Willamette and Beaverton will face in the consolation round tomorrow bright and early at 9 a.m. That will do it for our broadcast. Of course, we are going to continue bringing you coverage this entire tournament, but thank you for watching today's OSAA State Playoffs, sponsored by On Point Community Credit Union on the NFHS Network. Table Rock Sports has provided your coverage today. Executive producer has been Joe Brett. I've been Shal McPherson. Congratulations to both our teams on what have been tremendous seasons, and we will be back in about an hour or so for more coverage here from the Chiles Center.